The Frank Haith Show, brought to you by Don Thornton Cadillac, Pepsi, River Spirit, TTCU, the credit union, and St. Francis Health System. And now your host, Bruce Howard.
We welcome you to the Frank Haith Show. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bruce Howard, joined by the head coach of the Golden Hurricane, Frank Haith. And boy, what a road trip, Coach. You're on the road for 5 days. You pick up 2 big wins in the conference.
It was a great weekend or week for us. I thought our guys had great toughness, and you know, it's hard to win on the road, first of all. But the way we handled ourselves in that environments we were in, I'm really proud of our kids.
Yeah, 2 different games. A game where Tulsa dominated Tulane, and then a really close contest against ECU, and Tulsa able to come through with the victory in overtime. Highlights of Tulane against Tulsa coming up next on the Frank Haith Show. We're back on the Frank Haith Show, and the longest road trip of the year begins with a trip to New Orleans and taking on Tulane. And, Coach, I know that you're just very nervous about a Tulane team that was unbeaten but very talented enough to win against anybody in this league.
They are. They have, you know, with Daniels and Cornish and Sayek, who were problems for us last year. And we've made several trips down there since I've been here, and they've always been nip and tuck games. And you know, we felt just, you know, that we had to play with great toughness in this environment.
Well, you get ready for the game in New Orleans, and of course, there's all sorts of distractions that occur as well as you get ready for a game in New Orleans against Tulane. And for the Golden Hurricane, they take on the Tulane Green Wave, and again, a place very difficult to play. There you see Bourbon Street as the broadcast began on ESPN, and then you go inside the arena at Tulane, and a driving shot and a good play early on for Jaquan Jeffries. Good to see him get going.
Yeah, we started this game really aggressive, and our defense was outstanding, coming up with steals. There you see drives, getting in front of a ball there, and another drive finish by Jariah. Just, we were really aggressive to start this ball game.
Jariah Horn outstanding in the first half, not only on offense but defense as well, and there's Horn with a little floater.
Yeah, nice pass by Darian Jackson, penetration and finding Jariah. Good drive here by Chris, just couldn't finish it, but we were good on the glass, you know, in terms of aggressiveness. And there's Jariah staying with it. But this is something we're encouraging our guys battle on the glass.
I was going to say, and that gave you a good idea that you guys were really on point, and boy, what a play there, huh?
Nice sucker fake and then finish there by Jariah, and there's a good pass by Lawson, and you see Quan touch around the basket, big time jump hook.
And that basket makes it 16-13, Hurricane up. Moments later, you get another possession.
But it's all about getting that ball up quickly and getting into our offense, and there's, you know, Dry doing Dry, you know, creating a shot off the bounce.
Outstanding in the first half, certainly for the Hurricane and the entire game, and that's a bucket for Tulane as they continued to be valid in this game through really the most of the first half.
Yeah, you know, you knew they were going to, they got talent, so it was just a matter of us just staying with what we needed to do, and there you see Dry, I think he had 14 or 16 in the first half.
Yeah, 16 at half.
He was very effective coming off the bench.
Curran Scott will end up.
And that's a good
no, that's
job.
Curried, I'm sorry.
But it's a great job by Jariah making the one more pass to Lawson in the corner.
Yeah, and a great job of arcing out. Here's the Curran Scott three-pointer as the Hurricanes start to inch it out now. What are you doing well now?
Well, we're executing well. We're sharing the ball. I think we had 17 assists this ball game, but we're doing a good job of sharing, and we're getting stops. You know, we're getting. You see, they got 24 points here with a minute left to go in the half. We're doing a good job on the defensive end.
Absolutely, and here's Curran Scott getting his nose in there and getting the basket, and that made it 33-24. Hurricane would get one more free throw and got to feel pretty good about a 10-point lead, but of course it's a 40-minute game.
Right, and we've done a good job defensively. We want to keep that up. You look at their numbers: 24% from the floor, 20% from three. We're doing a good job protecting the paint and getting in the paint also.
Yeah, look at Tulane shooting 24% at home and only 20% from that three-point range. And, of course, rebounding. Rebounding was better in this game.
It was. We got some offensive rebounds, but we also limit them to just one shot, and that was key in that first half.
All right, let's go to the second half. And the early part of the second half, so important for the Golden Hurricane here.
We wanted to get Martins going here in the second half, and I don't think he scored in the first half, but in the second half, he got off to a good start, and Tapp got in foul trouble, so he didn't play much of the first half. Matter of fact, I don't think he played but 14 minutes this ball game.
But he did get that shot to go in the and one, and Hurricane starting to pull away up by 10. And that's a nice scoop shot by Lawson Corita.
And we've encouraged Lawson to drive more, and he's doing a good job there. It's a good finish by him on that penetration.
And again, the one thing you always know about Curran Scott, he's got his hands ready to shoot, doesn't he?
Great roll up, nice shot by Curran.
And so the Hurricanes starting to extend it out by 13, and that run would continue here as, again, it's Martin Zigbanu off the nice assist from Curran.
Good penetration, good shuffle pass right there to Martin's. Great catch and finish.
And so you can see Tulsa's up 47-31, and why not get back down there low again? And Martin Zigbanu would have 16 second-half points to go along with 6 or 8 rebounds on the way. And he thought he got hit on that one, but he got the shot, and now Tulsa really starting to inch away.
Yeah, we really, again, little pick and roll. Nice finish by Martin's right there using the rim to get that shot up.
You get to take a lesson from Taplin on that layup, or what?
Look, that was Tap-like, right?
This is great hustle by Lawson Corita.
Yeah, nice pass right there to Dry and good finish.
Horn with the layup, and Tulsa, again, as you can see, extending the lead to 20. And you really put the foot down on the gas pedal, didn't you, here?
We did. And again, look at our defense. They got 38 points here with 10 minutes going in that game. And that's us sharing the ball. We talk about sharing that ball, making one more pass, and good execution there.
Tulane calls a timeout. That three-pointer by Daquan Jeffries gets you a 22-point lead. Nice pass inside again. Once Martins gets it down there, he's got a myriad of moves.
Another thing there is Martin's moving on drive, finding the open area, and then Chris obviously finding him. Great pass by Curran right there.
Jeffries would have another one. And that's one of the unsung things. Curran and Corita both do such a good job of moving the ball, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And we've gotten a lot better at that. And you see, the shooting there, we held them to 28% from the floor, 22% three. I think that's their low for the year.
Right.
So outstanding job defensively. And then, Jiraiya gets his 20 points, and Daquan, all three of those guys in the second half, Daquan and Martins, were good in the second half.
Outstanding victory for the Tulsa Golden Hurricane on the road in New Orleans. Now, you have beaten Tulane on the road, but you haven't beaten them like this. I mean, your victories have been 7-11, those sorts of things. So that was a big win for you.
Big win. And I thought like I said, we had the right mindset going into that ball game.
And that mindset would continue as the Hurricane going to Greenville, North Carolina to take on the Pirates on Sunday afternoon. Back with the highlights in a moment. We're back on the Frank Hayes Show, and Coach, after the big victory in New Orleans against Tulane, now you go to Greenville and take on an ECU team that doesn't have a great record, but again, just like Tulane, very talented, and they beat Cincinnati in Greenville.
Yeah, they're capable, and that's what late in the year, you're going to get their very best effort. And they had a great crowd there, too, so... but they beat Cincinnati, and the way they beat Cincinnati was making a lot of threes. So we knew when you play a team like this, they're capable if they get going shooting the ball.
And they would make a lot of threes in this game as well, and that's why it was such an exciting contest. And let's go to the highlights. Greenville, North Carolina, Minges Coliseum, as TU taking on the ECU Pirates. And early on, you get Martin Zigbanu involved early here.
Great job on our pick and roll, middle ball screen right there. A nice pass by Tapp and good finish by Martins.
And the Hurricane now up by a 3-2 score, and this is great effort.
Yeah, Quan started this game being very aggressive, which is good, just like he did the Tulane game, and that's important for us that he's attack-minded starting the games.
And you guys dominated the early play here. What were you doing well?
Defense. We were getting stops, we were getting out in transition, we're executing, we're passing the ball, and again, there's a rip drive by Quan, just being aggressive and attacking.
And the Hurricane up 7-2. Now you see it's 7-3. And again, very aggressive play for TU, rebounding again, solid, especially in the first half. And Martin Zigbanu with that patented patience.
Yeah, step through. Nice step through. With it finished with his left hand, which we encourage Martin to do more of.
And here's a great steal. That's one of the best defensive plays you would see from Jiraiya Horn.
Yeah, and we get out in transition, quick ball screen. Nice job.
And guess who gets rewarded?
Exactly. Jiraiya steps up and knocks down a 3.
12-3 in the early going, forcing ECU to call a timeout at that point, and got to feel good about this.
Nice pass by Quan, moving on drive. There's Tapp. He'll hit one obviously late in the game like that too.
17-3 the score at that point, now 17-5. And Jiraiya Horn, once again, would not be denied. That's what you love about his effort, huh?
Yeah, great attack, motivation around that hoop there and finish that shot.
Tulsa would have a lead as large as 17 here in the first half, and Igbanu again with that good position, walls off the defender and makes the shot.
Yep, nice pass by Carita and good finish by Martin.
And you wanted to run more and more now.
Yeah, nice sit down three by Kern, but obviously great pass by Eli there.
You were able to get some transition baskets going.
And there's inside out again. Martins, a good finish. Look at this aggressive play by Darian. That's excellent work by Darian.
Darian Jackson with the offensive rebound and the putback. And again, TU, it was at this point that they had taken a 31-14 lead, their largest. And then obviously that guy gets hot, Sean Williams.
Yeah, he hit two back-to-back threes, and we came down and took a tough shot, called timeout, but we got back into what we needed to do is get that ball back inside of Martin to settle the game a little bit.
Manu getting the basket there, but you can see that East Carolina's making some shots. It's 33-22, a 9-point lead, now getting it back up to 11.
Again, Martin's there in the hoop. A nice pick and roll play by Carita. Good finish by Jariah at the end of the half.
So after they made a little bit of a run, here you are up by 11 at halftime, 37-26. You have to feel really good about that first 20 minutes.
Yeah, you know, you look at percentage numbers, and, you know, we shoot the ball well. They don't shoot it so well, and we do a good job defending the three-point line for the most part, although, you know, Williams hit 4 threes there, but we felt like we needed to be attached to him a little bit more. Matter of fact, he might have made 5 threes. But we did a good job. We're in a good place right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're rebounding good at 19-14, although they would hit the offensive glass a little bit more heavy in the second half. Good to see the rebounding number be like that. And here's the early second half.
Great job by Tapp, penetration. And Tapp got in foul trouble again the first half, so he came out in the second half ready to run a little bit. Good finish.
Lead got up to as large as 14 early second half. But boy, it doesn't take long for that guy to get hot, and they started scoring almost every possession here during a 14-0 run.
Yeah, he had not been shooting it well. You know, 26-28% I think from three. Obviously, you know, he's very, very capable.
And that tied the game. That was the end of that 14-0 run. So all of a sudden, 40-40 is your score. And now you just got to go back to work, right?
Yeah, nice pick and roll finish. Darren hitting Jariah, good finish around the hoop. You know, but they would keep coming. Nice shot by Williams again there.
Yeah, and every time, you know, he started shooting in the second half, he did many times had a hand in his face, but once he got hot, he just kept making them.
Yeah, that was a contested one, but nice throwback. Jariah makes a big three to answer his three right there. You know it's going to go back and forth here down the stretch.
And that putback and the and one gives them their largest lead. They took a 6-point lead here with about 10 minutes to go in the second half. And again, you just got to go back to work.
Yeah, and this is the most proud. That's what I'm most proud of. They took a 6-point lead, but we kept fighting and we never faltered and executing here down the stretch.
Yeah, and you're able to get free throws here at the end, 3 of them from Elijah Joyner. And the important thing was it was 56-50, and he makes 3 of them to cut that lead right in half and make it a one-possession game.
Good skip pass right here, and another, we talked about Lawson driving the ball. Good skip pass to him, and a nice drive and finish there.
So now, you know, with about 6 minutes to go, you're only down by 1 after they had taken that 6-point lead, and again, you just go back to work, penetrating, getting in the paint. This is a great play by Jackson.
Yeah, nice pump fake. And Martin's withstood a lot of grabbing there and to get that ball out. And this is another back-to-back play by Darren. Good steal and nice attack.
Yeah, got fouled, and this is great to see. He had struggled a little bit at the free throw line, and he made all 4 in this game. Important.
Getting better, getting better.
And this is a good, strong rebound for Martin Igbanu and a foul. And this is at a point where, you know, you're starting to really get it back under control defensively.
Yeah, and we got stops down the stretch right here. And, you know, I don't know if we made both those we needed to, but we're still having to execute right here. Big time play by Quan. An ice play for him to tie the game back up.
Yeah, lots of contact with no foul. He got the layup, and now at 64-64, and you can see with 1:17 to play, what a play by Sterling Taplin to get in there, get the foul, and get the basket.
Yeah, nice execution there.
Now he missed the free throw, and then that three-pointer by Williams gives them the lead at 67-66, and man, Now it's crunch time, and clearly the guy busted up Curran out of bounds, and he gets 2 free throws, and he makes the first. However, he misses the second, so you have a tie game. And here we have the final play of the regulation. Nearly, that was a great inbounds play with .6 on the clock, and you nearly won it there.
Had great execution right there, and just didn't make, but it was great execution.
So now we go to overtime, second overtime game of the year for Tulsa. How big was that shot by Elijah Joyner?
Big time. Nice pulling kick by Tapp. Good finish.
And that dunk by Leday gave ECU the lead as it yo-yos back and forth here in the overtime period. And this is another big-time play by Elijah Joyner.
Nice penetration, finish over their defense.
So Tulsa is back up by 1, and that's a tough call, isn't it?
It is. I wish Quan would just stay down and walled up, made it tough on him because he was inside the three-point line.
93% free throw shooter isn't going to miss very often, so he gives East Carolina the lead, and here we are at about the 1 minute mark. What a great lob inside, and what a wonderful gather by Igbanu.
Yeah, great execution there. We took away their help side with our cutting, and nice pass and good finish.
And you get a stop, and here down the stretch with 2 on the shot clock, Taplin hits that 3. It was huge because it virtually locked up the game.
Yeah, that's great execution. We do guard behind stuff all the time with our perimeter guys, and Lawson had the opportunity to drive it, and then Tapp does a good job getting behind him, gets a wide open look and knocks it down.
And again, a very unsung play by Lawson Carita to get Tapp open for that 3-pointer. Turned a 1-point game into a 4-point game, and that's how it ended, 77-73 in overtime. An emotional win, certainly, for you and your team.
It was. I mean, just a big win. And, you know, winning is hard on the road, so I'm just really proud of how we competed. You look at the numbers there. We hold them under 40% shooting from the floor. I thought our guys just competed their butts off.
And the Hurricane winning in overtime to go to 6-7 on the year in the league, and they've won 3 in a row now in a big home matchup coming up on Wednesday against Wichita State. More on the Frank Haith Show in a moment.
Took everybody play of the day, Law. Great job. It ain't easy. It took everybody. Great resiliency. Great. I'm telling you, just kept fighting. Backs against the wall. Just got to be able to fight through it and have some mental toughness. We showed that today. Great job. Hey!
On our Don Thornton Cadillac feature segment, well, there's a great game out there that everybody loves to play. It's called Fortnite. It's a video game, and when you're successful in Fortnite, you get to do an emote, and that is a dance, a celebration dance. We asked the guys, what is their Fortnite emote?
Emote, I could do the L one. Yeah. And it right here. Fortnite then. Oh, that's the one with the L on the forehead, and they're doing this. Yeah, that's the one. That's one I could do. Okay.
I still got the basic one because I ain't invest the money for the dance move, just the characters. Which one is it?
Go to Fortnite emo. That would have to, it's a lot of them. It's a lot. I know Darian would probably pick Orange Justice, so I'm gonna let him have that one.
I think I got the little one like this.
Me, I'm probably doing the llama bell. Got the bell, he's sitting there hitting the bell for a little bit, yeah. It's a nice tune to it, but I'm not gonna do that for you guys. I can't do that.
Ooh, parlay.
Keep going.
Welcome back to the Frank Haith Show. Busy week again, Coach. On Wednesday, you play host to Wichita State. Should be a great atmosphere at the Reynolds Center.
Yeah, we're, big game. Obviously a rivalry, a team that we have had a lot of big history with. So we understand they're going to be hard-nosed. They're going to play tough. I mean, we know how good McDuffie was over there, and we got to do a great job on him.
And that's Wednesday at 8 o'clock at the Reynolds Center, and then on the road again, and it's Philadelphia, it's Temple. Boy, great games there between these two teams.
We've had some great games. Even up there, we've had some really, really good games. Just a big-time week for us. I mean, another week that we can help ourselves in the standings and get going.
All right, Coach. Good luck. Have a great week.
Thank you, Bruce.
That wraps it up for the Frank Haith Show. I'm Bruce Howard. We'll talk to you next week.
The Frank Haith Show, brought to you by Don Thornton Cadillac, Pepsi, River Spirit, TTCU, the Credit Union, and St. Francis Health System. The Frank Haith Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and a Kane Vision production.